second there. Let's grab this. There we go. Right. Good. Let's have a look. Right, we're good. What's going on, champs? Hope you guys doing well. So, good afternoon from the UK. It is 1 o'clock in the UK time. If you're in America, it'll be like in New York. It'll be I think it's 9 o'clock. It should be 9 o'clock anyway. It's like a New York session here. So, apologies for not doing the stream early in the morning at the normal time, 10:15. I did have a bit of technical difficulties. Is everything all right? Mic is hearing well. Like, you can hear me on the mic. Visually, all good? Because I had a lot of issues in the morning. Let's see what we got, man. We got Crypto Cruz exist here, man. We got Gandalf. We got John Caboose. We got Fan Satoshi, David Burt. We got Guna. We got I Never Give Up. We got the fucking gang here, man. What are you saying, though? Everyone all good? Just give me, good evening from Australia. Bless you, brother. Yeah, just give me like a thumbs up to make sure that everything's all perfectly fine. You guys can hear and whatnot. My phone is bugging up as normal. Let me get the app on the computer. 1 second there. So Chrome. View this. I just want to get the chat so I can see this because it's being a bit of a toss spot, really. That's what it really is. Put that over here. There we go. Cool. Yeah. So that's it. Jamal Mubarak to you guys as well. Happy Friday, man. It is a Friday today. Last day of the week. Well, before the weekends as well. So it's all blessed, man. Happy Friday. Wishing you all the best of happiness, success, and good health for you and your family. Show some love to your family as well. If you haven't spoken to your siblings or even your mom and dad or cousins or whatever, just show them some love as well. End of the day, life is short, and family's always going to be there as well. So let's get cracking. Who we got? We got Uros here, man. Freaking everyone all good. That's what Redacted here. Bam Bam's here. Victor. What's going on, lads? What's going on? All right, let's fucking get this done now. So I'm gonna quickly talk about what I was looking. Oh, that's Ethereum, BTC. Yeah, I was quickly gonna talk about the long that I bought into yesterday. Really, what it was, right? So I was looking at this, right? So ignore all this shit, right? Keep it nice and simple. And this is what it was. I got my stop loss was right here. Okay, this is my stop loss below the mid range. Okay, that's the deviation of the mid range. To me, that as long we and remember I said this yesterday. I did talk about as long we hold the mid range, this is bullish to go upwards. So I was looking at a potential play. Well, we got this trend line over here, as you can see. Let me move this to the side. There we go. So we got this trend line over here. From there, support, deviation, support, and it was becoming support. But then the thing is, it was getting heavier and heavier and heavier, which kind of sucked a little bit, but it is what it is. But I was looking at this, right? Once we stepped into buy 21,400, right around here. This is where my buys were over here, right at the low, right? So I bought the low over here, and I was like, all right, cool. I'm wrong over here. This is where I'm wrong, right over here. Reason why is that if you look at the range itself, we've been range bounding in Monday's range, and we're looking for a potential breakout either way, right? And this is where my cock up here. This is really was my cock up on this, and this is like it is what it is. I was looking at this was this is all a deviation really. It's all a deviation. This is Monday's high. Do you know what? Let me just make it nice and simple. I'm gonna just draw the lines on there on these Monday's range and shit, and then you guys can see what the deal is. Okay, and I'll explain to you my thought. Sometimes it is what it is. You get it wrong. Sometimes it's perfectly fine. That's the market for you, isn't it? So that's the Monday's high, and that's Monday's low. This is the Monday's mid-range. And that's the 25%, sorry, 75%. And that's 25% right over here. Okay, cool. Now, if I just delete all this stuff, and we can see it nice and simple. Okay, so I had a trend line going on right from here to there. Okay, this is how it was looking like. And I was like, all right, as long as we hold this trend line, it's good. Because if you see this deviation over here, right, this bit over here, I was looking at this. So when we stepped into this area here, I'm like, all right, cool. If this was going to be bullish, right, this is supposed to hold. So my stop loss is here. That's my invalidation, right? I'm completely wrong here because once we've taken out this lows, as you can see, well, then what happens is this will now become resistance to play down to range low. Make sense? Everyone's following me right now? So I was trying to play a bit aggressive, which is why I had an entry right there, stop loss there. I was like, let's just go. The reason why is that, look, this trend line was holding. It bounced up. It was looking all good, and we got back up as well. So sorry, yeah, it bounced off over here. Sorry, my entry was here. So about a deviation there, and I was looking at this area here. I entered around here 21,400. Stop loss a bit wide below the mid range, and I was like, okay, as long as we hold above it and look to reclaim, my confirmation would have been this, and I could have compounded it on the upside. Now, where was I looking to go for? Well, we talked about the longs yesterday, right? So the longs was this. The play was going to play off this. See this area of consolidation right there? That's what I was looking to play at. I was looking to play off that, and literally, if you were to actually do Monday's range, which is, I think the high was coming to, where is it? Right there, that's it. So the high was here. This is the high there. And I was like, all right then, cool. This is the high, and this is the low. Jesus Christ, I can't even do this properly. Low is right there, cool. All right. And I did talk about this being an equal low, this being an equal low. Not too fond of that as well. Doesn't have to take it out, but it looks like it's going to take it out there. I think we're playing a lot more downside, to be honest. The market is red, and I think there's more downside to the market itself. So I was looking for this, right? So when I entered over here with a stop loss below here, I was like, all right, let's climb up, reclaim this area here, and then I can say, yep, I can enter more position here, and I put my stop loss probably either here or here, depending on what the price action was looking like. I probably would keep it over here, to be honest, right? And I compound that position. So I keep my stop loss over here, compound in that position, and make a bigger trade all the way to targeting here. That was all I was looking for, nothing else. Unfortunately, Bitcoin being Bitcoin, right, and the range being range, and this is why, like, this is also like a learning curve for yourself as well, off my mistake. You got to ask yourself, when we come back into the range, what the fuck we're doing back in the range, right? The moment we come back into this range over here, I was completely, like, well, we sometimes have a deeper pullback, and then we should have break above. But the fact that we didn't do this was bad. This was the confirmation. I talked about it yesterday. This was the confirmation for you to enter. But aggressively, I played it. It is what it is. Looked at the trend line. Looked at the all this inefficiency over here. This is got to be filled. I was thinking. I was like, okay, this is got to be filled. How many times are we going to retest Monday's high, right? Because there's so many things. Because we were testing Monday's high all over here. Monday's high over here. You're like, but how many times are we going to do it? Surely, third or fourth time's the charm. And let's break up and carry on a lot more higher. But I got stopped that. It is what it is. You move on. Okay? So now we're going to look at it this way. What are we going to be doing now? Right? Now that the market has actually decided to shit itself, we're going to have to play the other side. My invalidation was over here. I was completely wrong over here. Right? Now, if we're taking this out, as long as once we break below it, let's take out these lows and these lows over here and see what happens next. That's what it is. Short burst movements. It is what it is. Price has been moving in this direction over here. Yeah, price has been consolidating in this area here, so it can consolidate here for as long as it wants. Okay, so range bound environment, nothing else to it. I mean, even if I were to remove Monday's range, right, and just say, look, let's do a range bound environment over here, you can say this is the high over here, and this is the low over here. That's the range bound environment right there. And I bet you the mid range will come around here, slightly a little bit higher. I think it's about here. Yeah, I think that's where the mid range is. I bet you if I do a Fibonacci, I'm pretty much spot on. Yeah, pretty much spot on. This is the mid range over here. My black line's right there. So yeah, so that's what it looks like. It looks like we're playing in the range down below on the last half of it. Let me remove all this. Make it nice and simple. We're playing it within this low and this high and this mid there. That's all it is now. Okay, so now we know what the situation is. We can play the market market as how it is. If it steps up and holds above it, then we play from the mid to the high. Until then, we need to start focusing in this area here. Okay, does that make sense, everybody? That's from my mistakes, and it is what it is. Let's have a look who we got here. Friday's high day. Yo. Let me bring up the chat live stream there. Yeah. So yeah, man. What's going on, Derry? You good? Tereso Gomez. What's going on, my bro? Good to see you here as well, man. Jeff C. Got Victor. Finally, I can get one live, not the reply, bro. Oh, bless you, brother. Rank Brian, how you doing? You good? Ball Winders, good to see you here as well. It's been a while. Vinicius Gomez de Lima. That's such a cool name. I always say that. Sick guy. Mike, I showed it CHC from 246 2 days ago, up 44%. Also showed the ETH yesterday from 1712, up 24%. Well done. I'm really happy for you to actually, for you guys to make some gains out of this. So keep doing what you're doing. The range bound game is the way forward. Jamal Mubarak, David, man, good to have you here. Have you considered opening a Discord server? Yeah, that's all part of the country club that's going to be happening in the next week or two as well. I'm just working on the website and plans on like facts and this and that, and then trying to make some content as well for the server itself. It will be there'll be more information coming out in the future. So looking at how it is, Crypto AM17 is now recently joined the thingy. There is a subscriber like Giza. So yeah. In terms of the Discord server, that's what I'm looking to do. It's going to be an educational content. It's going to have 100 people in there maximum for the time being. And what I'm looking to do is literally just let me have a cigarette. Can't start the stream without a cigarette, isn't it? Windows open. Yeah. So I'm looking to actually open up a server, which is going to be like it's a country club. It's an exclusive club as well, where I'm going to, giving you my time to actually help you guys actually become better traders. And really, what it is, it's like it doesn't matter what kind of level you are, whether you're a beginner, intermediate, or an advanced level trader. Everyone's more than welcome. It will be $100 a month for the first 100 people, and after that, I think we'll see what happens, but probably 125 or that's probably, yeah. I think yeah, I'll make it as 125 for the early birds. I just do it as $100 and keep it as $100. So the plan is to actually have like classroom sessions as well, have like homework for you guys to do. I'll mark your homework as well. I'll mark your ranges. I'll mark all the things that we talk about. We discuss a lot of things, and there'll be a lot more because on YouTube itself it's mainly BTC and Ethereum. There's I don't really do alts so much. On off occasions I do alts. So and but on the country club there'll be like a lot more alts. We can go to forex. We can do a lot of things. We talk about the bond market, the everything else really it encompasses a lot more to it than what this is on YouTube as well. But the YouTube will still stand for those who's not interested in the country club. Perfectly fine. It will be exclusive as well, so it's capped at 100 people. At the moment I've got about 80, so there's 20 more spots left. So if you guys are interested, by all means you can send me a DM. I'll show you. So if I go to, let me open this up, Twitter. So just send me a DM on this page here. It's cool profile. Thanks C Club, right? Just send me a DM and your email address, and I'll put you on the list. And then I'm building at the moment. So in the next, I'm trying to squeeze it in for the beginning of September. That's what I'm trying to do. COVID slowed me down a bit because I was off for a full week, more than a week actually. But yeah, so once we get this up, and then we get cracking as well. Then the hard work starts as well. The plan is that to build yourself during the bear market. So close this off. Yeah, is build yourself in the bear market. Understand how the market works. So when it comes to the bull market, you guys are on fire. You guys are ready for the situation, and whatever comes at hand, you guys can take it down as it is, and we'll work it out as well. There's a lot more to it in the country club than just trading. We can discuss this. It will all be on the website. And yeah, so we'll see how it goes. What's going on there? So, Crypto Cruise says makes sense. I joined your long yesterday, but I closed it when I went to sleep. Since you advised, yeah, good man. Did you come out in a bit of profit at least? Yeah, don't sleep on a position. Don't sleep on a position. Yeah, 32 watching. Yeah, smash up the likes, everybody, man. When the country club 1st of September, I'm hoping to start this out, to open this up, right? Still under works, but there's a lot of work. So I've been up like pretty much a lot of late nights to actually make a lot of plans here and there, but we're gonna get through it. Don't worry about that. No, I'm not collaborating with any traders on the server. It's just me. It's just me. The reason why that I don't want to collaborate with other traders is that when you have other influencers or other traders that's there, their style can be a bit different. So if you look at someone like, I don't know, like well, you can pick any trader. Their style will be very different to my style. The way I'm looking at things, right, it's very lower time frame. So a lot of day trades and a lot of scalps as well, right? So for those who are actually interested into building the scalps in the future, there's a time and a place for it. But first things first, we need to get you guys to really understand how the market works, how you know, understanding a bias, understanding higher time frame, lower time frame, understanding what certain patterns are working at as well, the ranges, support and resistance, risk management. There's a lot of things to worry about, and everyone's got their own little style, the way they play. But now, if I start mixing with different traders, but then you guys are not gonna get from me. You know, like it becomes like, so you listen to me for one session, then another session you listen to someone else, and you're like, hang on a second, it's very very different. And when you play with two different styles, you're like, it can become very very confusing. Does that make sense there? Do I sound a bit low? Sorry. How about now? Is that better? I'll go a bit closer. Let me turn up the volume here. Is that better? How about now? Let me see. If I turn it over here, so I'm really far. It's over here. Now, how about now? Is that better? You haven't missed much more. I just talked about the longs that I got stopped out on, and the reasoning behind it, and what we're looking at now. So we're gonna go to the plans in just a moment. There, what's up, brother? If you want to join the club itself, like I said, just you can message me on Twitter, Danks C Club. It's the description. Like, I mean, the link is in the description below. You can just check that out there as well. Send me a DM with your email address, and I'll put you on the list as well. Okay. You're long 1627 on ETH tonight. Let's have a look quickly. I'll have to have a look in just a moment there. Let's do BDC first. What's up? Yes, a bit. Thanks, bro. It's really rather important to learn from the lessons in the trades. Thank you so much, Victor. I appreciate that. Are you gonna have a beginner group, intermediate group, or an advanced group? No. So like, well, what the plan is, right? Like, everyone's welcome to join. We're gonna work it from from the very low. What's going on with the freaking BTC? Oh, because of my freaking levels. That's what it is. I was wondering, what the hell's going on? Move this around like so. Sorry about that. There we go. That's more like it. That's it. Yeah. So like it doesn't really matter what kind of or what level you are. So like, everyone's welcome to join, and we will work on it step by step as we go along. So don't worry too much about what kind of level you are in terms of learning. But I'll have the patience for it for you guys as well. And like, because I'll be on the Discord server a lot more often, and you guys can actually reach out to me and then we can work things together. And any questions that you guys have as well, you can always ask as well, and we can break down. I mean, like, let's say for example, we talk about ranges or SRs. We talk about that, and someone doesn't understand it. Like, I want someone to actually say, look, I don't get it. Because the more people who say I don't get it, then that means chances are other people doesn't get it too. So it's all good that like everyone actually jump on. It doesn't matter what you start, because even if you're in advanced, sometimes being at an advanced level of thing, you tend to forget the most simple things. And when you forget simple things, that's when you can make mistakes. So whenever you want, for whichever style, whichever level you are, it's perfectly fine. I'll accommodate everyone else. Okay. Volume is good, better. Speaking of learning, don't forget to check your Telegram. Oh, Goonie, yes, I do need to get back to you on that one. I do apologize for that. Yeah, 100%. 10 a.m. your time, still going to be the normal time. It will still be the normal time, 10 a.m. in the UK time, 10:15. It's just today I had a bit of technical difficulties. That's what it is. Do you know what? The speech today, I'm not too sure, is what the Feds say. I've been stopped out, so I'm going to play this level to level, right? So playing it safe. It's probably safe to actually let it run and do its thing and wait for like the following week to come into place as well. Let Friday happen. I mean, there's no harm in actually letting Friday should run its course. You know what I'm saying? Negative funding rate, short squeezing coming. I think, look, you have to remember one thing. No matter what, right? No matter what the market is gonna do, right? So look at this, right? So we've gone the 1 hour, right? Fuck it. Let's go on the 4 hours, right? So obviously, look, you can see it this, right? You see all this drop that we have here. You see this drop that we have here, all this drop there and all this drop there. Ideally, right, when you're playing this way, you can be looking at this way, right? You want to see price to fill out all this this thin movement over here, and do whatever it wants to do, whether it wants to come back down and whatever. Okay, that's one step, that's one range over there. Another set of range that we've got here is there to here, and you can let it do its thing. And this is what I was looking for, play it into this area here, and then let it do its thing, whatever it wants to reclaim and go higher. We don't freaking know. But the honest truth is, though, when you look at the global economics itself, it's looking like shit, right? We're still in a bear market. Nothing's changed. It's still a bear market. It is what it is. Now the question is now that we're looking at, right, is that now that we actually, I mean, look, you got this, you got this that's dropped, you got this, for example here, you got this that's dropped. Every single movement that's gone up, right, is grinding up, grinding up, grinding up. Then we have a fast ass drop, right? Another one here, grinding up, grinding up, grinding up, grinding up, and then we're having a drop here, and now it's doing another grind. And doesn't this looks the same like this? So could it be a short to play down to these liquidity over here, potentially to off this here? We don't freaking know. We gotta play it level to level. But I gotta say one thing though, it's still a bear market. None of this was a bull market move. I mean, like, I was looking for a potential play range bound environment like ETH USDT. So for example, like I talked about this as being a range bound environment. So we got, let's put on the daily. So I was looking at this, right? For example, this is the range low, and this is the range high, okay? And the fact that, look, this is the range band environment, right? We played in this range band for about over a year, okay? Oops. Right? And I was looking for a potential, from when we were over here, right, to actually hold this level, and let's just take out this, right? Once we take out this high and we do this kind of price action there, that's bullish, because it's taking out the highs there, and it's making, I think it is making market structure like a bullish market structure. And then we're playing it to the next level, to this level, then we play it to this level, and so on, and so on, and so on, right? But the fact is, right, look here, we've come into here, and I was saying this a while ago when we were playing up here, when we were playing in this area here. I was saying that, is this a deviation of this range, or is it a retest for us to go back a lot more lower? The fact that we come back below it and we're finding a resistance of this range low is not looking very pretty, right? It's not looking very pretty. We have to agree with this. So then we go start looking for, okay, so if we lose this low, for example, right, let me just zoom in. I have to delete everything else and just zoom into this area here. So you see, where was that line? Yeah, okay. So you see this high over here. That's the market, right? Finding resistance, broke above it, find support, we get above it, and we're finding support right now. Now the question is, right, if we start losing this level and break down, take out this low over here, it's bearish to where? To this range. Remember, this was the original range we were playing back in June, July, for 4 weeks before we broke out. So to me, already right off the spot, I'm gonna be honest with you, right? To me right now, we're looking to come into this area here, this consolidation right here. That's what it's looking like to me. Because you can talk about whatever you want to talk about, right? So if you just draw a trend line, we've clearly lost it. I mean, like, what is that? Would I use this one or would I use this one? I don't know. I'll probably use this one actually. Yeah, I'll probably use this one. And you can see, right, like we've got a deviation, come in the support, come back in, smash below it, do we retest it and break down, lose this low, take out into this area, come into this little block over here. All right, and that's what it looks like. Because if you look at it this way, and just simply of this little block over here on the daily, right, is the last low that sent the market higher. So liquidity is resting over here. We've got a double bottom here, and we've got liquidity over here. To me, right off the bat, right, if it comes back up there and pushes up, right, which is what I was looking for. I was looking for something like with ETH to come into this area here, all this thin move to fill out, and then once it does this, play it back down, smack it back down, and we send it back into this area here. Target 1, what I say over here, that's target 1, and that'll be target 2. The fact that is like, we know we're losing level, it's showing signs of weakness. September's around the corner. It's not looking good. It's just not looking good in my opinion. September's always been bearish. It was still in ghost month as well, by the way. So it is what it is. I need a drink actually. Give me a fucking moment there. Give me a second. Let me get a drink. Is everyone following me though? From the plan on just ETH, I just showed you ETH like on a higher time frame, looking at what potentially is to play, right? Does that make sense to everyone? T-Raw, you're never late, my brother. Juma Mubarak Ross, good to have you here. Is it Crypto Ross? Rasengan, is that you, brother? Nah. It's not about being busy though. Like you responded back to me. I need to respond back to you. It's out of respect, isn't it? I will get back to you 100%. 100%. I just haven't been on Telegram in 24 hours or so. Even like Vegeta messaged me as well. I've responded back to him because he's like, yo, DM, man. What's going on, Steam? Good. Yo, Jay, good to have you here. USD core PC price at 130. Ooh. Okay, let's see how that goes. It's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking fucking good. I need some gold teeth and a gap in between my teeth as well, innit? And then breathe. That geezer makes me laugh. He really makes me laugh. Deviation comes rarely alone. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Get a drink before. Nah, do you know what it is? When I actually tied up, so I had a problem with the stream and whatnot. I got it running as well by like probably around 11:15ish kind of thing. And because I already said 1 o'clock, so I'm like, respect the time, 1 o'clock. And I thought, let me fucking clean my room, clean the office. So I literally scrubbed down everything. I got my hands and knees, scrubbed on the floor. Freaking clean my table as well. Because I got a good table. I don't know if you guys have seen my table. It's a really, really good table, in it. So I gotta look after this shit, in it, like nice. And so you know when you get like, you know what I mean? You know when you get something like a guest over and you put her on the table. I mean, yeah, you know what I mean. But I gotta look after my table. It's a good table, man. So I was like, I haven't cleaned it for like a week or in a bit. Well, 2 weeks to be honest, of COVID. And then I thought, nah. Let's just kill the time and clean it. So I forgot the drink and whatnot. But yeah, 100%. But smash up the like. Brandon Rodriguez is here, brother. How's it going? It's always good to have some ladies here. I wonder where Pirate is as well. Hope she's well. So does anyone know when Powell talks today? It could be any time of today. I'm not too sure. So nah, I don't use indicators to be honest. I just use price action. Price action does a lot really. I mean, I don't really use Reef. What's going on, brother? Yeah, I don't really use any indicators in all honesty. So I can't really say I can't recommend any indicators as well to be honest. Is it 3 p.m. 3:30? That's when Powell's going to be talking. Interesting. Need to long the table as support. So let's get cracking then. So we got freaking. So that was the ETH look at, right? I mean, looking same thing. Let's do BTC quickly, right? So the BTC look, right? It's been fucking shit though. To be honest, on the day it looks really a bag of shit though. I mean, fucking hell, man. I mean, looking for. I mean, this one would have been good. I was originally looking at this area here, from this low here, going to 28.6, which is about this area there. That's the this is what I was looking for. So you know the grind up. This is the range bound environment. Break above it, hold it. Let's go target 1 and let's go target 2. Right, that's what I was looking for. Day trading it as we go along. Didn't really do it. It's just lost it all completely. I mean, if you look at it this way, this is the trend line right here. Yeah, this, you know, you can use this. Yeah, you can use this trend line right there. And with deviation support, and just completely shank below on the daily. It's a complete shank. So, I mean, right now here, this is where it gets a bit interesting though. I'm gonna tell you a little secret, right? When you see small body candles, right, this is where it gets really interesting. It's what we call it's what I see that we're gonna have a range bound environment. So you see the body of the candle right here. Look at this. Look at this. Perfect range, right? It's a perfect range. So if I were to do this, and what's the numbers? Let me tell you the numbers. So the numbers are 21.5 and 21.1. 21.1. Okay, let's have a look on that. Let's go on the lower time frame and I'll show you this. Actually, fuck it. I'll put it on here. Yeah. Let me do a range bound environment from this high to this low. Let me delete that. Oh yeah. We're back below the freaking, what you call it? Look what's happened as well. We found resistance. Yo, market's moving up. Motherfucker. Let's see what's going on. 1 hour. Kiss off the range at the bottom of the thingy. So basically, you see that. So did you remember that? 4 hours on the daily. So what I've got here, what I've done, see the body of the ranges is consolidation of here. I've used the high of the body, the low of the body, cap the market on up and down. Volatility, be very, very careful, by the way, guys. Inflation just came out. What did they say? What they're saying about it? All right, cool. So dollar's dropping. All right, cool. Let's have a look. Does anyone want some information about what they're saying about the inflation bit? While I look at this. Yeah, so Wick City begins. So yeah, price has been capped 1 day, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the 6th day that we are. So the question still becomes, and do we break above it, right? Do we have the moment you see a nice bodily candle like that, for example, right? And then we break above it, then that's good. That's when we know. Because this, to me, is all these small body candles. It's all consolidation. It's all just going to be consolidation until we break on the outside. So if you look here on the daily, it's on the hourly. And what happened is we wicked right at the bottom of that this is bearish to me. This is still bearish. Until I wouldn't jump in just yet, guys. Same PC, MOM, minus 1.1%, estimated 0%. Okay. Thank you, Yuri. I'm going to wait a little bit. I'm not going to jump in just yet. Because now the data's comes in lower than expected. That's all right. So now like data comes out, right? There's going to be some massive volatility, like up and down, up and down. Let it do its thing, and then we step in. You know what I'm saying? Don't rush into it. Any game as well. Pirate's here. Yo, Pirate, what's going on? How you doing? We were just talking about you not too long ago. We missed you. We saw Jay in it, then we started thinking about you. But yeah, so like you see this here. Now, if I were to look at it, how would I enter in? See this last high, up candle? That's causing... Oh, let's fucking narrow it down, actually. I mean, yeah. So we're using the body of the candles. I was talking about it. See, deviation, it's coming at support. Deviation, resistance. It's really... This is a very, very choppy play, which is best to play as a range band. Like stick to a range band environment. Don't overplay it. I mean, use the Monday's range as it is. We'll talk about the Monday's range in a moment, and we'll talk about how we're gonna play this. But if you want to go long, the thing is, right, which is kind of a bit of a piss take if you ask me, is the fact that we're below the mid range of last month's mid range. That's below the last month's mid range. Now the question is, do we get above it and hold above it, take out these highs, find its support? That's your confirmation. I'll be looking for this to enter in to play all the way back to that consolidation I was talking about right over here. The base of the consolidation is where my TP is, and I will see how we get on if we get above it and hold above it to go back to this area. Because you have to remember, if this is a range band environment, there's a lot to talk about. Just stick with me for a second there. Personal income 0.2%, expecting 0.6%. Personal spending 0.1%, expecting 0.45%. US personal income increased 47 billion in. What if it's a quick move up? How do you enter a range breakout on a fast move? Well, that's the thing is, these fast moves out, right? They tend to be a bit like, that's the thing is, Tiro. What you need to remember, when data comes out, don't rush. Don't rush on anything. Give it like an hour or two. Trust me, I always wait for like an hour or two. Same with FOMC. Same with PPI. Same with CPE. All these the important news. I wait 2 hours. I let 2 hours let the dust settle down, because right now there's a lot of hungry traders just like yourself who's looking right now. Say, oh shit, look at this fucking candle right here, and you want to jump in. How many of you guys right now want to jump in and long? I bet you all want to jump in, right? $22.8K. That's what I would like to see as well. 100% your average hero. So most of us want to jump in right now, innit? I'm saying to you guys, chill the fuck out. Before yes, now no. Good man, fan of Satoshi. This guy is fucking getting it. Not gonna lie, I want to go all in. T-Ron wants to go all in. What I'm saying is take it easy, alright? The thing is, like, bam, F no. John said yes, but sure. Mo was saying I had to hold myself back. Cruz is saying, nah, my short just got stopped on break even. That's good. At least it's break even. That's so cool. Bam. Yeah, even David saying 1 month ago, yes, now not. There is someone to jump in the short. Everyone wants to jump in. Everybody wants to jump in. Why? Because it looks like a fucking play to play in it. Some people are saying, yeah, you know, look, we'll come back. Look, if I show you this, most of us, man, let me get the Monday's range out, right? Let me delete some of this shit because I need to clear up all this mess now. I don't know what this there. Right? I'm just going to show you this. I want to move myself right over here on this corner, right? I'm just going to move this. Stream there, and just move this right over here. Put me right there. Okay, is that better? Right. Now, the thing is, right? I'm just going to draw in the Monday's range, and just be easy, man. Just be easy. There's no need to rush right now. I'm going to tell you why. Right? Look at this. This is Monday's high, Monday's low. There's still liquidity resting at Monday's low here. Remember this, double bottom, right? Double bottom. What? We're taking it by 4 cents. That's liquidity taken out. I would like to see a better of a move, come back down, and then do something like this. I don't want to see a fucking like this. I don't want to see that. I want to see nice and steady, right? So anyway, we got Monday's low, Monday's high, mid range. Oh, fuck off. Mid range, okay. Then we got the 25%. Actually, yeah. No. Let's keep it nice and simple. We'll keep it 2 ranges, okay? And look at this. We got Monday's range. Happy? Everyone understands that. Now, if I look at this high here, this is the last high that's in the market back down, right? Well, not the last high, but this is actually capping the market on the upside, right? So we got resistance over here. We couldn't reclaim above it to come out, take out these highs. We couldn't do that. So this candle here was causing a lot of issues. And look what's happened now. We come back down, retest it once, come back down, retest it again. And where are we right now? Right in Monday's range. Do you really want to take a long right now? Do you really want to take go all in right now? You tell me. If you guys want to go all in, just say so right now. So, wait 2-3 hours, 100% go. Risk the long on Sol, $34. What's Sol saying at the moment? I can see right now, 34.74 at the moment. Buy a bit shorts. We just got destroyed on this move. Volatility will still be there in 2 hours. Yeah, volatility is still going to be there. Just take it easy. It's Friday, fam. It's Jummaine. God, like, we got to go Jummaine. But yeah. I went to the early Jummah today, actually, to be honest. There's a mosque, there's a Jummah, not too far from me at about, it's at 12:20. So as soon as I done the stream and whatnot, I'd literally, 12:30. It's just around the corner from home, innit? As soon as I uploaded the video and whatnot, I jumped to the mosque, came back home, and here I am. So I've done my Jummah, I'm good. I like the early ones though. I like the early ones, nice and easy. No one's there, you know what I'm saying? The one at 1:30, that's packed. Scared to trade this volatility. It's a scary move, right? I'm doing my lavik, man. My head's stuck in the toilet. No way. Waiting for Mondays. See, look. Experience says wait, and Denk says wait. 100%. 100%. Fucking Delta got me liquidated. I'm so pissed. I got freaking stopped out on. Well, yeah, I got stopped out right here. Bastard. This is where my stop was. Got stopped out. It is what it is. Short CHC and Atom. Yeah. So okay. Now it's doing its thing. It's gonna play up and down, up and down, up and down. It's gonna be massive volatility. Powell's gonna speak in a few hours. We're gonna find out what's gonna happen. Is I would say, me personally, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. All right. I'm not gonna look for a trade. The volatility is gonna be crazy. It's gonna be nuts. I'm not gonna look for a trade just yet. I need to see more confirmation. I got stopped out, so I need to be very, very careful now what I want to do. Because if I get stopped out a second time today, I'm done for the day. That's my trick. The way I trade is if I get stopped out twice in a row, I'm done for the day. Like, I'm not playing. No matter, even if it comes up here and it carries on, fuck it, I'm not taking a trade. I'm going to stay away from it. I'll catch another trade. Because I've got stopped out twice. I can't risk any more capital. You know what I'm saying? So, what I would say, don't play with capital right now, right? It's going to get nasty. This, to me, is bearish, right? Because we come in, we kissed it once, kissed it again twice, and we're coming to Monday's range. If we got 20 minutes, 19 minutes for this hourly candle to close. We close below here, ask yourself what the fuck you're doing in the range. You haven't even broken out the range. You want confirmation. This is the confirmation. Let it get above here, 21.7k, And then we can start playing this. Then I say, yeah, that's your entry there. Hard stop over here. Let's carry on going higher for 22.6k. Does that make sense? All right. Let me put on the 15 minutes. Oops. Let me highlight this. Right. Let's go on the 15 minutes. Right. Can you see this? Look at that. We'll close in 3 minutes on the 15 minutes. Already to me, this is bearish. You could have entered here and I say a hard stop up here. That's invalidation for the downside and play back down to range low, right? From range low. So like if you were to look at it this way, let me actually put in the 25% now. Now to the level to level now. Give me a second, guys. Did not anticipate this move to happen, to be honest, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's what trading does. Catches you off guard. When your trousers down below your knees, you don't even know what's going on. All right, cool. Now, let's make some plans now. Okay. What the hell? There we go. Cool. So, shorting scenario. I told you hard stop over here. Right. Oops. Make it black. Hard stop over here. Playing it back down all the way to 25% of the range. Back to mid-range, right? That's target 1, target 2. Once we get to a mid-range, we'll see how it goes. Do we hold above it? If we hold above it and then start showing bullish market structure, this will be a signal for me to cut the trade, as this is actually bullish because bullish market structure, because we're taking out the highs. But if we get back below the mid-range, especially lose this level here, 25, then that's the next set of targets going down for these level here. The liquidity resting here, we take out this 25%, then range low. That's it. Simple as that. Fucking level to level. I don't give a shit about anything else right there. Okay, that's for those who actually are looking to take a trade. But I'd say wait for the freaking give it like an hour. Give it an hour before you do so, though, before you actually make a move as well. Let it do its thing. Even if you miss this bit here, this move over here at the mid range, let's just say that this bit here you missed out. No problem, right? We got the next set of trades. Let it break down. You see this low over here? Let me show you. See this low here? This is causing a bit of a problem right there. So find resistance of that, breaks down. This will be your target 1. So that's your entry, target 1, target 2. And you take out liquidity there. That's it. There's no issues at all to actually jump on the trade at every single time. But if you're jumping on the trade, oh shit, man, my head's in the fucking way. What the fuck? Let me move myself back to where I was. Let's move myself back over here. Cool. Yeah, that's all it is. And just play it level to level. That'll be target 1, taking out liquidity at the bottom. Okay? Is everyone following me right now? Daily trading signals. Why are you out here trolling? Who's that? By the end of today, bro, daily trading signals by the end of the day is 1575. All right, look, if you think it's 1575, good for you, right? But don't be telling us what the end of the price is, man. Because look, you're not the freaking market. If you are the market, what are you doing on YouTube? So let's just be a bit more calm. Let's not talk shit, right? If you're talking shit, get out. Honestly, I'm not here for people to talk shit and confuse the masses. Really. He's blowing more capital for longs. Pirate's a freaking legend. That's what she is. She's a fucking champ. Teasing your live streams has been a blessing, mate. Hard to find real level-headed info. That's to the point. Everyone speaking with complete confidence on the riskiest plays being chart heroes. Listen, the honest truth is, right, everyone thinks they're chartists. Everyone thinks, oh, look, 50 minutes close, we're below this mid-range, right? So now, if I were to narrow it down, okay, I'll get to that in a moment. Let me just respond to T. So the honest truth is that everyone thinks they can chart, everyone thinks they can trade, everyone thinks they're the fucking kings and queens and shit like that, right? It's all good. If that's what you think, then good, right? You live in a delusional world that we all make mistakes, right? I made mistakes. I took a trade yesterday. I got it wrong, and I talked about it. I'm not going to hide about it. I'm not going to delete the tweet. I'm not going to talk about shit. I'm not going to ignore it. Like, I got the trade wrong. I explained what I was looking for. I looked at several cases scenarios because I was looking for longs going to 22.6k, and I think most of CT was looking for that as well too. Turns out I was wrong. My stop loss was below the mid range. I talked about it yesterday. I played it aggressively, and I discussed why I was wrong. And I talked about in hindsight, learn from my mistakes, because my mistake is it will be your benefit, right? I don't mind paying 1R, right, for you guys to actually say, you know what, there's a time and a place, because that's the thing is with aggressive trading. When you play aggressively, it can be phenomenally well. Trust me, I've been in some really, really like amazing good trades aggressively, and they played they played perfect, right? Like amazing R's. But sometimes you play aggressive trades and you just get wrecked. You not wrecked, but you lose an R. It's risk management. So I'm gonna be honest with you guys, right? If I've taken a trade on certain things and I've got it wrong, I'll explain it to you. All right. But honestly, it takes time. It takes time to really know what you're talking about. Everyone thinks they can do it, and good for them. If they think they can do it, then you carry on in it. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I see it. Dank, you're never late, my brother. You're good. You're good, man. So Goonie trailing stops loss in the market is the only way. Okay. No, not really. It's not the only way, bruv. Like this guy, this guy is saying is the only way. You can't say that, bro. Like honestly, that is not the only way. Like any more word from me that talks a bit of nonsense, I'm gonna have to boot you out. Okay. Gotta know when to hold them and when to fold them. Yep. Oh, just a BDC trade. Cool. Kick him out, everyone. Should we kick him out? Let's make a vote right now. If I carry on, should we kick him out? We got a bunch of mods here, right? So just one of you guys can kick him out. Cham got liquidated, love. Oh, bless you. Out. Yeah, kick him out. Fuck him. Talking shit. Give me a second, lads. Ladies and gentlemen. Let me kick this guy out. Where is it? Let me get my freaking... Oh, what the hell's going on? Oh, did I close it? Oh, that's right here. Live stream right here. Where is this plunker? Where is he? Been deleted as well. Right, so it's been hidden. Right, he won't be able to see. I don't know how to actually completely get rid of him. I don't know how to do that, but it's been hidden. Right? Yeah, true. You can go. Honestly, that's the thing is, man. You know, you get a lot of people talking shit. Shut up, innit? Shut the fuck up. Fucking numpty. Honestly, I don't know. That's the thing is, man. There's so many people that's delusional. It's completely delusional. I don't know what kind of drugs they'd be taking out. Just stick to marijuana. Trust me. It won't make you delusional. Make you paranoid instead. Nah, just what happened was some geezers giving advice to everyone, saying like, oh yeah, the only way is this, and price is gonna be this and that. Bro, you're gonna fucking confuse the masses, isn't it? I'm not here for bullshit. It's called this is the Dank show, innit? You know what I'm saying? It's not called the trading expert, whatever you guy. Come into the fucking chat and talk about your shit show. Yeah. Look, I'm not here for a fight with anyone. Look, if you got an opinion, good for you. Right, go to Twitter, where everyone cares. Right? The Habibi show, yeah. Yeah, honestly, if you want to talk nonsense, go to Twitter. Twitter's full of nonsense over there. It's always full of hate. We're sticking to YouTube. We're a blessed family here. Okay, cool. Yeah, what did he said did a 100x leverage and made 250x. 250%. This guy, fam. This guy should have got bullied when he was at school, man. People like that just talk too much shit. You know when you get bullied at school, you know to actually shut up. You learn the hard way. And then when you come into the real world, you shut up as it is. You know when to talk, when not to talk. This guy should have got bullied at school. And I don't. That's wrong to say. He should have got bullied at school. But he should have got taught a lesson back in the early days. Really, because freaking talking nonsense, man. Honestly. Like, how are you going to come in as a grown-ass man talking shit here? One second, my camera's fucking up here as well, as usual. Man's picking a fight in such a chill... Yeah, bruv, it's a chill environment, innit? Tell him T. Ah, well, fuck him. Anyway, we move on. We don't have time for waste mans like that. He can do his own thing. Right. Give me a second. Put the camera back on and we get cracking on. So yeah, look at the price right now. What are we finding resistance off? Monday's high, innit? You never know the age. Oh, to be honest, I actually know a lot of people's age. Most of you guys are actually between the ages of 22 to about 35. That's the majority of my audience. I haven't got any young kids. I don't put them on here. video capture. One second. I don't have many like 18-year-old or anything like that, and it's not available for young audiences as well. Like for the under 18, it's not available because I swear a lot, right? But anyway, yeah. So we come out Monday's high. All right, take care, pirate. Look after yourself, right? Hopefully you get your money back, man. Wishing you the best of luck. I mean, you're 46, fam, but you're a cool 46, man. Fana Sadoshi, you're 17, fam. You shouldn't be here. Fana Sadoshi, I need to block you, fam. You're 17. You shouldn't be trading. I'm joking. 49. Yeah, I'm 30. 30 years old. Cruz is my age. Fez Bostic says he doesn't have a recession built in forecast. Says he's leaning towards 0.5% interest rate hike in September. Okay, he's going to drop it down. Car's 39, Steam's 41, Mike's 36. Oh shit. You can't just say you're kidding. You're lying there. I know you're 17. Rahul's 25. I have 2 kids. Oh, bless you, man. So how old was you when you started? Like 12? I'm joking. 30 here, mate. Feeling every year. Oh, tell me about it, man. Me? How old do you think I am? You're not 50. I know you're not 50. You're a lot more younger than that. 41 in a couple of days. Happy birthday, Joel F. Bogan's 52 and still learning. Bless you, my bro. Yeah, how old do you think I am? I've never told on my age. I'm like 28 now. I'm 30. I'm 30 years old. 30 years old. So yeah. Anyway, BTC. Let's talk about that. 27 dank. Nah, man. I wish I was. 31. Yeah, bro, you're making me old now. I'm 30, fam. 30 years old, dude. I can't believe I'm 30, fam. What have I done in 30 years? Fuck knows. Nah, bro, not 23. Now you're just gassing me. Pirate is just gassing me. I'm 23. You look 23, Pirate. Ning, you can't jump in out of nowhere as it's 35. I know I'm older than you, but not by that much. Zoe's 17. Who's Zoe? You're looking your 20s at the oldest. Yeah, thank you for that, man. Hack the matrix by faith. Yeah, I've done well. Alhamdulillah. 16 now. You look 15. Oh. Nah, I can't say that because if I was actually chatting to you as well, that's kind of freak. That's like pedophilia. That is. I can't be doing that. 15. Come on. Zoe, nah, man. It's Z. It's ZEE. I'm a dude. Do I got tits? Alright, fucking let's get to work, man. We're fucking getting distracted by ages and shit. Alright, cool. So that's the plan for BTC, really. So there's nothing to talk about now, really. Just taking it easy. Just taking it easy. This is really the key area we're looking at. Even if we come up to here, I wouldn't take it long because look how many times we've done this. You see how many times we've got up, get back below, up, get back below, up, get back below, up, get back below, up, get back below. So many choppiness at that Monday's high. Would you take a trade? The only suitable trade I'd say is a short with a stop loss here. But would I take a short? No. I'm going to be very honest. Take care, buyer. Look after yourself. Dank. Yeah. Bro, if you got a name like Dank in it, you can get away with anything. Get away with murder if you want. See you later, pirate. Speak to you soon, alright? Yeah. So, you see the love that everyone gives pirate? I swear to God, if pirate was a dude, no one would say this. No one would say, bye, pirate. See you later. No one would give a shit. Everyone was like, fuck off. Oh shit, I'm joking. I see much love, pirate. Oh, no one says that to me. No one says much love to me. Okay, let's see. Jay is going, right? Take care, Jay. See you later. Let's see the chat says everyone says take care. Everyone's gonna say goodbye to Jay, like really nicely and be lovely to her as well. Cause it's true. Oh shit. I am a little bit. She's just pretty, innit? She's a pretty girl, and she gets away with it. She gets all the guys, and fucking hell, man, I need to grow some tits in it. Thank you, Goonie. Goonie's my guy. Goonie is the guy. He's a legend. Fucking hell, we're messing about here now. Plot twist. Pirate is SC. Shit. Artemis is a legend. Artemis, I feel like you're a lady. Am I right to say that you're a lady, or am I wrong to say that? Because I believe on your Twitter page there was Wonder Woman on your DP display picture. See, Foots is getting it. Foots is getting love now. I'm not getting low. Oh shit. How can I sign up if I'm not on Twitter? I'm not big on getting doxed by big tech. Okay, cool. If you are interested in joining the signing up, or you can actually message me on email by Gmail. I'll write it down right here for you. I don't really talk about it so much, but this is my email address, traderdank@gmail.com. Right. So what you can do, literally, is just message me, send me an email, and send me your. Yeah, that's a good point actually. For those who, that's a good point for those who actually don't want to actually go on Twitter and stuff like that, and don't want to be doxxed and want and have that kind of social. That's perfectly fine. You can always message me right up there, traderdank@gmail.com. Send me your email address. Well, as soon as you send me an email, I know your email address. Just tell me you're interested. I'll put you on the list. Okay, cool. You are a lady. I thought so. I did thought so. She is a Greek goddess, isn't she? You never seen Pirate Explorer? Bro, shut the fuck up, Derry. Yes, you have. You've definitely clicked on her display picture and checked her. She's still here. She's still here. No, but everyone in this chat has clicked on Pirate Explorer's DP and tried to screenshot that shit and then went on to gallery and then zoom into it. Everyone's done it. I can't be the only one. I can't be the only one. I know everyone's done it. Derry's definitely done it because he said to me, I've never seen the thing. Is it keeping PG rating? Nah, Goody, you're lying, fam. See, Derry. Guys. Can we just get back to work? Look, I'm going to stop looking at the chat because I'm getting distracted. Anyway, look, yeah. So BTC is actually pushing up now, alright? So nothing too major about it. So we literally just let it do its thing. You can come into here, let it range bound, whatever. The moment it breaks down, I mean, like I said, I'm not taking a trade. My only trade right now really is I need to break above and hold above it, and then I can start entering in, and I put a hard stop here. That's the honest truth for longs right now. I'm not here to risk anymore. I've taken a loss on 1R. I'm gonna keep it nice and legit. Right. So yeah, thank you, Telesu. Yeah. So that's what I'm looking for right now in terms of longs. If I want to go to shorts, right, I'll wait for this. I mean, you can enter the short with a stop loss here, like I said, and then all confirmation is break down below the mid range, right? That's the range high. That's when I can play it down to 25% mid range, and then see how we play onto this 25 and then range low. That's what I'll be looking for. But I want to keep it very, very short and simple. Nothing too complicated. I don't want to over risk anything, and I'd probably go half risk. Honestly, I'll go half risk right now in this very moment in time with this whole volatility that's going on with the Fed talking coming up at 3 o'clock, which is about in an hour's time, an hour and a half or so. Keep it sweet. Keep it sweet, right? If you are going to take a trade, I wouldn't recommend it. In my honest opinion, I wouldn't recommend it, but keep it sweet, half risk, all right? So if you, like normally I would risk 2%, I would go for 1%, right? And then if it comes up, even if it comes up to here, I'd half risk it. I'm not risking anymore. And then once we have more bullish price action and whatnot, then I start looking at it on the full risk when necessary. But at the time being, it's gonna get quite messy. Okay, so that's BTC. Looking at Ethereum, let's have a look. All right. So Ethereum, let's get all these lines and shit. So where are we at, right? So Ethereum is different though. This is Monday's range, okay? Ethereum is very, very different, right? And it's obviously because it's Ethereum, innit? Right? That's Monday's high. This is Monday's low. This is the mid range. I just draw the 25% and 75%. And then I'm going to also draw this line here, right? I'm going to talk about this in just a second, okay? This is the line here that we're looking at. Cool. Now, if I were to mute this, breakout trades up 1R, my guy. Big wicks either way. Yeah, could be either way, man. So, look here. Two things we got to look at important here. Number one, this is Monday's range. Yeah, number one, this is Monday's range, and this level here is the monthly open. This month's open, August month thing open, right? So, look, we've come as resistance, comes as a deviation, we get back above it, call it support, then we lost it. Is this a resistance to break back down and then step back down? We don't know. Or does it come back up and show bullishness, take out these highs, and holds above it and goes up higher? We don't know just yet. So we're gonna have to follow the path of how the price action is working. At the moment, it's pushing up. Let it do its thing. It doesn't really matter. I'm not taking any trades. I'm not gonna risk anything just yet. Okay, like I said, like I've discussed already. So this is what it is. I mean, even if I were to draw this line here, for example, look at this. What's happened here? We've lost this. The moment we've lost it, right? It's bearish, right? So what can we do? So you see this area consolidation over here, right? This here. We can potentially just come back into this area here. Maybe come into this breakdown. Once we get below the monthly open, that's your confirmation. Playing back down to fill out all this fin move. This fin move is dangerous in my opinion, right? Fill out the fin move. Maybe front run it into this area here because that's a bit of an area consolidation. Fin move. Target 1, target 2 onto Monday's high. And that could be a quick, easy trade. Now, if you want more of a play in the range bound environment for shorts, right? Let it do its thing. That's the range bound environment. Let it do its thing. It can do whatever the fuck it wants to do. The moment it sets back into the Monday's low, gets below it. See this low here? Find resistance. Low here. Let it find its low. Fuck off. Right? Finds resistance. This is my entry right here. Going back down 25% of the range and then looking to mid-range. From the mid-range, we'll see if we break below it. And then that'll be a second next set of trades at 25%. And then to range low, right? And this is just a range bound environment. But so far, I have to say, right? Just looking at the off the bat right now, it's just this was a breakout and looks like a retest. But I'm still wary about this area here, right? So would I take a long? Not yet. Would I take a short? Not yet. I want to see how we react off this area. This is the confirmation for me to get back below the monthly open, right? Because once we get below the monthly open, it's bearish, right? Above the monthly open is bullish, right? But would I say this is bullish right now? No, not yet. Because we just entered the first 15-minute candle. So let it do its thing, right? I expect there's going to be a reaction of this here, 100%, and we got this trend line there. So it's all pointing down the downside at the moment. Okay, we'll come into this area here, and you see, look, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 50-minute candles of just straight upness. Do you think that's natural? It's not natural at all, right? You don't have price action that shoots up and just keeps on going. It's like throwing a brick in the air. Eventually, it's gonna come down and smack you in the fucking head, isn't it? We're gonna kiss off it right now. So let it do its thing. Half risk as well, right? Here we go. Let's see what happens. So we'll come into it. Of course, we'll have a bit of a... Ooh. Let's see. Quite faster, isn't it? Yeah, BTC is going to be pushing up, obviously, if Ethereum is pushing up as well. But again, remember, Fed's talking in about an hour. Would you want to trade? Tricky, very tricky. And that's Ethereum. That's really it for Ethereum. There's not much to it apart from that. For me, that's the short. For me to get long, get back up, hold above this, reclaim this box here. This will be a confirmation. Off we go. And then I'd say if you want to keep a hard stop, I mean, your hard stop has to be below the mid-range over here, right? Because that's the deviation of the mid-range, and that's held it. You can keep a soft, like a stop loss over there, to be honest. We'll just give it a bit of space once we go up to here. But your invalidation will have to be below here, in the mid-range. So, my man said, what, 1575 end of the day? 1575, let's see. Do you think straight up here? Nah. There's gonna be a play up and down. You know what I'm saying? It's never gonna go straight up. That's the price never works like that. If it does work like that, then there's something wrong, not normal. Okay? Then that means all that I've learned of the 5 years was a waste of time. Dank, best advice you could take. Honestly, best advice is to wait. There's no harm in actually waiting and seeing. Let the shit happen for its own self. And then we discuss tomorrow. We discuss on Sunday. We discuss on Monday. You know what I'm saying? Remember, we're still in Ghost Month. We're still in the freaking... it's end of month as well. And we also got September, which is bearish. Do you really think that... I know the whole ETH merge is going to be... The thing is bullish and price is going to go up and whatever. No, it doesn't have to go up. Price will do whatever the fuck it wants to do until it says time to go down or time to go up. You know what I'm saying? Waiting is the best option. You are not going to lose anything by waiting, honestly. In actual fact, this is really good stuff for you guys for next year, So when it comes to the next Jackson Hole symposium that comes out, you guys are saying, you know what? Last year we were with, on Dank's channel. We were chatting about this and we were looking at this volatility move and whatnot. I've seen this before. I know what to do. Fucking sit on my fucking ass and I'll wait for the Monday and I'll play the Monday. Let Monday's range play. Tuesday come, we'll take some trades. You know what I'm saying? Capital preservation, like Mo was saying. You're welcome, Jordan. Don't worry about it, man. Wax. Glad that you actually know that you're in profit, man. Good to hear. I have a stop loss 1743. What do you think? For what should it like a short? Is that what you're saying, Mike? 1743 will be around here, around this area. Yeah, stop loss of here. Yeah, if you want a short, I feel that's fine. To be honest, I'll place my stop. If I was shorting, me personally, if I was shorting, me personally, there we go. If I was shorting, me personally, I'll place my stop loss above here. Because if we take this out, right, I mean, you can keep it a little bit wider, right? If we take this out, right, because most likely we're going to be holding above it and go a lot more higher. Learning is the best form of actually fucking becoming a fucking badass, isn't it? $50 USDT per portfolio, or $10 or $1 or $100, still fucking money, right? It's money that we don't want to lose. Look what's happening right now. What did I say to you? I said to you, we're going to get a reaction. This is an opportunity to short. If you want to short with a stop loss above here, and you play it back down, confirmations below here, playing back down to Monday's high. I'll front run it into this area here and then play back down if it steps into the range. We're going to get a lot more volatility coming up in a bit as well. This is why I don't want to actually take any trades. Because when Powell's going to speak, right, we're going to get up and down until it finds its direction. Okay? So, don't rush. That consolidation is perfect there. It's a... Look what it is. We're closing 6 minutes. If we close below it, it's already bearish, right? All we've done, we take out stop losses over here and stop losses over there. That's all we've done. Man speaking today, 3:30 UK time, I believe. Awesome, Gandalf. Really appreciate that. Hope it's the right one. Don't want to get scammed. Let me have a look. I'll confirm that right now for you, actually. Let me open up my Gmail. Yes, I do have it. You called it as Country Club. And I've got your email address there. Awesome. I've got a few more as well. Actually, I've got some more people actually coming in. That's cool. So yeah, I've got your email and someone else as well. So what I'll do is I'll respond back to you as well, just to say that I've added you to the list, and that's when you know that it's all good. Let's see what happens now. But that's really it, to be honest. With ETH and BTC, there's nothing much to it to actually talk about. I mean, let's look at the dollar. You threw on the Twitter DMs. I got you, Brandon. We talked about you as well. I got you on the list. Don't worry about that, Brandon. We got you. Cool. So look at dollar. Okay, awesome. I was looking at this as bearishness, though, to be honest. I know. I believe someone was saying to me, SC was looking at bearishness as well, and I was discussing that this area of consolidation is the key. If we come up and break above it and hold, this is bullishness to me. If I were to bring in some of my levels, remember that black level, that range bound environment there. So we're taking that liquidity here. So once we start breaking down, if we do something like that, happy days, off we go. Sorry guys, short the market back down there. I mean, dollar will go down. So I'm seeing that. I mean, dollar is looking on a smaller time frame. Would I take a trade just yet? Like I said, no, because we can still reclaim this and go a lot more higher, come to this area, and then maybe break down. We don't know. But I can see us retesting. I can see us like in Powell's speech coming back into this area here, and then from here, this is the key point. Do we get back above it and hold above it? And that's bullishness. It's really bad for the stocks and for Bitcoin. Or do we come back in this area and then start breaking down and carry on going further, right? So this to me, is not over yet. It's not over yet until we start finding resistance and start breaking down. That's what I'm saying. Because what tends to happen as an alpha, for you guys, another free alpha I'm giving you. Sorry about that. So when you get a consolidation that gets retested, it tends to get retested twice before it gets sent a lot more lower. So it allows like late shorters to come into play, and then start stepping in. So the buyer's thinking, yeah, we're going to go up higher, but in actual fact, it's just coming to this area here and sells off. So I can prove it to you right now, actually. Let's have a look. If I go to BTC, we can use it as BTC as an example. Let's go on the hourly. Right, so if I were to hide all this stuff, right, look here. Does it a few times here. This area here comes up, comes down once, two, goes below, takes one more wick, takes out all the stops over here, takes out the stops there, comes back down, and then sells off. Right? That's it. So it does do it 2-3 times, but tends to happen too. What else have we got? Let's get another one. Show you another one. I mean, this is just a range bound environment, to be honest. I mean, you can use this. Yeah, you can use this for example. So you see this area of consolidation over here, right? This was a key point here. Comes up once. Once it gets below it, you can short it with a stop loss over here. Play back down to liquidity there, AB for this area here. Did we retest that? Aiming for this, just about, and then comes back again, comes back around it again, takes out the high, tricks everyone thinking that we're going to go higher, step back into below it, finds a resistance over here, stop loss up there, takes out liquidity all the way here to here, and looking at to go to here, and then we step back in, and then once we get back above and hold it, we take out these highs over here, take it, hold it, support. That was now your opportunity to flip long, right, with a stop loss over there and go up higher. So these blocks do tell a story. So sometimes you got to be patient, but when you play these blocks right itself, right, for example, this is what we'll talk about. Sorry, yeah, this is what we'll talk about in the club itself. So that when we step into there, I'll teach you a bit more about this, a bit more in detail. But this should give you enough for the free content for you guys to actually understand as well. All right. So same thing with dollar index. ES is looking a bit greenish right now. Let's have a look. So with ES, right, we are right here. It's bound to come over here. You see this gap over there? We're bound to fill this up there. This is the mid range of the what you call it, 2021. It was the mid range of 2021. So question is, coming to this area here, do we do something like this? Let's have a look. Let me just bring this up. We can use an SR right here, to be honest. From here, do we do something like this? Come back up, takes out the stops, breaks down, gets below the mid range. This is your confirmation to play back down to the monthly open, and then from the monthly open, do we go back to 25% of the range? But if we start reclaiming there, then we start looking for level to level to see where is the next price actually going to be. And I think it's going to be around here. Yeah, you see this area consolidation right there? Consolidation, come back down, retest it once. We don't retest it a second time, but we sell off, right? The question is, do we come back up here and then start breaking down? Because the 25% range is literally a lot more higher than this, right? That's not 25% range. This is not 25% range. This is wrong. Sorry about that. I don't know what's going on there. I'll have to look at that. But the question is, right, yeah, so do we do something like that? I mean, look, you can see that if you were to draw a trend, right, a trending line, let's put this over here. If I were to draw a trending line, and we can use this low here to this low, this high there. Yeah, you can see that support, deviation, support. I mean, do we do something like this? Come to this area here, break down and lose it, and then do this. This is very, very possible as well. So it's so far as holding, it's showing bullishness as it is. So market structure is still on the upside, which is all right. So not a big deal. Let's actually have a look at something. delete that from the 4 hours for a second. Yeah, so you see this area consolidation here. Let me show you. From this high to this low here. You see how that's holding support so far, and it just so happened that this line here, right, is actually the mid-range. Let me show you. You see this from this low over here is actually the mid-range of all this. So we're finding support. It's all good to go, right? There. Question is, if it was to be bullish, we want to see it to get up, hold above it, take out these highs, find support, and let's go to the next set of targets there. So that's what ES is looking at. And once we get to the above and we take out these highs over here, then that means, right, we really have stepped into this range over here, from the mid-range to the 75%, and we're looking to range high, right? But we play it level to level, nothing too crazy. I am a little bit skeptical with this whole Fed meeting, that the Fed talk coming up in the next hour and a bit, okay? See what everyone's saying there. How long would you leave the dust to settle? Not trade until Monday, or just wait a few hours? I'll wait. So look, so they got the Fed meeting at 3:30, right? Give it 2 hours, which is 5:30, and at 5:30 I'll have a better view on what's going on. Are we gonna go up? Are we gonna go down? What the price action is saying, and then I'll probably looking at stepping in, start making plans to step in. Probably won't take a trade on Friday, in all honesty. Reason being is that that's the thing is, it's a tricky one. It's the end of the week, right? In terms of the traditional markets, so they're gonna close tonight, right? And then you got to look at, like, with crypto during the weekends, it's been quite like consolidation moves. There hasn't been much of a major thing, so there's no harm in playing. Look, if you want to play the range bound environment and consolidation on the weekends, that's one thing, but I wouldn't look at taking much of a swing trade at all just yet. Reason being is we've got battery. Yeah, reason being is that we've got the monthly close coming up, and we've also got the and we know September tends to be bearish on crypto. So let it do its thing. You know what I'm saying? Does that make great sense there? So let's put the camera back on. Any more questions, guys? Fire away. I'm more than happy to help out. Gives me the mental strength to get over FOMO. Yeah, man. By all means, man. Yeah, sometimes you got to step away for a few days, and it'd be nice to actually just to step back in when it needs to be stepped back in. You know. What's going on, Nirne? Good to see you as well. Take care, Brandon. Look after yourself. When you say 1R, 2R, what is an R? Is it a percentage of return? Okay, so when I talk about an R, right? Let's just say, for example, let's do this for example, right? So let's just say, forget all this price action over here. We're playing a range band environment from here, from the high to the mid to the low, okay? So we can all agree that if we're going to play a range band environment, as long as we hold above it, there'll be well, to be honest, that is bugging me a little bit. Let's go to daily. Give me a second there, because that is not correct. Let me just get a range. Come on, there we go. To this high, right? And the high comes in that. No, sorry, this comes in that 3938.5. Copy and paste. Cool. Now I'll just delete this. Right. Alright, cool. So we're talking about like a range band environment, right? So like, sorry, yeah, we're playing a range band environment, and we're gonna start playing from highest to lows, right? So if I'm doing this, for example, let's just say I'm watching price, right? I'm watching price. Price is over here, right? This is the high, and I want it to get up and reclaim, right? So comes back up, holds it. Yeah, it doesn't hold it. Gets a bit choppy. Takes that liquidity over here. Then it comes back up and holds support, right? So, and then I end up entering around here. My stop loss is over here, and I'm targeting the range high, okay? So that's what I'm looking for, right? This is a simple trade there. Okay. Now, if I enter a trade, we go to a long position, and so I enter over here, right, which is about there. My stop loss is over here, right, and my target is over here, right. That's a 1.39R. You see that? A risk to reward. I risked 1R, right? This is 1R for me. Now let's just say for example that I've got this low chat back in the thingy. Yeah. So I risk 1R, and 1R for me, let's just say it's $100 or $10 or $1,000. It doesn't really matter, right? It's just what you're risking is a percentage of your portfolio, right? So if I'm risking $100, right, that means if price come back down, I lose $100, right? And if I lose $100, to me that's 1R, okay? But if price is correct, and then on this example, price is correct, and I go all the way to my target, that's 1.3R. So you times $100 to 1.4, that's $140. That means, right, I've made a profit of $140. So that's 1.4R trade. And when I get stopped out, that's 1R trade. I've lost 1R. 1R is my risk. I'm risking a fixed amount of $100 and willing to risk it. Now, if I'm willing to risk it, and if you ever see these messages saying minus 1R, that means I've lost $100, for example, or $1,000 or 10,000. Some people have different numbers as well. It doesn't really matter the number. It's just I lost 1R. The trade was wrong, and I've got stopped out. But if the trade is right, and you see me say I got 2R, 7R, 14R, you've seen that. Like many of you guys have seen it of the period of last month, for example. There was one day I think I walked away with a 7R on a Monday. If I risk let's say if I risk like $100, that's $700. If I risk $1,000, that's $7,000. So that's what 1R is. Does that help there for you? Let's have a look. What's everyone saying? Yeah, John Caruso. R is usually the amount you are willing to lose per trade. That's correct. It's ridiculous how manipulated the market is. But that's market for you. It's always going to be manipulated, Raheem. You know, that's how it is. And our job is just to play the market as it comes. There's a time to step in. There's a time to step out. There's a time to just sit back and just watch. There's a time to go, I don't know, like chill out and watch some TV, you know? To come back, the market ain't going to go nowhere. Just price going to go up or down. And you just play the market as it is. And that's the great thing about day trades. What I love about like my kind of style is that it doesn't matter how much the market has moved. If it's moved stupidly up or stupidly down, I can still find a trade. I can still find a scalp. I can still find a day trade. And you know, and that's what we've been doing every single day. You know what I'm saying? Bless you. Bless you. Someone's just sneezing in there thinking I can hear it. How do you get that drawing tool? Which one? The one that I'm doing right now. It's if you go on Epic Pen, right, on Google, I'll show you for example. Let me delete that. This is what I use. I got no. It's £20 per machine, so I don't get paid for this. All right, you can download for free. I think it's quite limited, but the pro version, which is what I've got, is like trusted by Tesla. Yo, that's sick. Yale University, Microsoft, Intel, Princeton University. This is pretty sweet stuff, actually. Yeah, £20 per machine. So you buy it right per machine, and it's just £20, and that's it. And then that's what I use. Epic Pen. What's everyone saying? If most traders are waiting, who the fuck is wicking down the meeting, bro? People like us, when we weren't waiting. I know I wasn't waiting when I first started, and I know most of you guys weren't waiting when you started as well. You just started jumping in, and that's where the picks are coming from. You know what I'm saying? Alright, cool. Yeah, I appreciate that, Victor. Another great stream. Go look after yourself, Justin. Take care of yourself. Last week or month are often bullish. Just to dump at the first week after everybody bought. Anything can happen, man. It's a bit of a tricky one, to be honest. It is really, really tricky. Bring the world on your stream to make money rather than anything. Who's that? Australian again is a dub. If you're gonna troll, whatever. Why is your stop area? No, I'm just giving an example. I'm not saying this is my stop. I'm just showing. I'm like Lubos. All I did was just give an example of what 1R is, right? Doesn't. And sometimes you, like I said, like it's just an example. I'm not saying this is my trade. I'm just saying this is like, for example, this is if I was taking a trade and I want to put my stop loss here, right? It's a 1.4R. I'm not gonna start showing like 17R, 20R. I don't need to do that. I've done that many times, like day in and day out of weeks of. I mean, there was 1 week in by Tuesday I finished at 20R. Then I lost 1R on the Wednesday, and I think no, I finished on. Well, anyway, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. These dating sites. I think I don't know who. It's Pirate. I believe it's Pirate, and all these guys out there, right? It's just freaking being excited about Pirate, and so that's where these dating sites are coming in. I think that's what it is. I'm messing, guys. All right. So cool, man. But any other more questions? Yeah, first. Gold method. Correct me if I'm wrong, but some traders will say that the gold rule in trading is to risk to reward a 3-to-1 ratio. Nah. It's like I said in it. Do you know what it is? It comes down to this, right? Let me chat to you guys. Right, we'll chat to you guys and Q&A kind of thing, and then we're gonna call it a day, right? So what it is like everyone's got their own kind of style. Some people want to look at a 3-to-1 a 3R trade. Right, to find a 3R trade is not easy though. That's the truth. To do a 3R trade is not going to be easy. Like, how tight are you going to play? Like, if you're day trading, right, it's like, for example, let's just say that, for example, yeah, like, look, it doesn't really matter. All right, we can find examples after another time, but most people, right, you're not gonna find a 3R trade very easily unless you're very good, unless you're really good at actually picking a 3R trade. I can find 3R trades, but then they don't come regularly. That's the honest truth. They don't come as often as everyone wants it to be, right? Sometimes I'm taking trades as a 1.5 or 2R trades. Doesn't mean I need to look for a 3R trade and then willing to lose 2 trades and gain 1 trade and break even. That's a stupid idea. In my opinion, I think that's a very dumb thing to say, right? Everyone's got their own style, right? Which is all fine, but I think that's dumb. The reason why it's dumb is this. How good are you? Most of the traders here, right, are beginners or even intermediates, right? And if you're a beginner, you're not gonna be able to find a 3R trade. And if you're an intermediate, it's very difficult to find a 3R trade. And I'm telling you, someone who's actually been in the market for 5 years, it's not so easy to find 3R trades. Like, you're gonna wait and wait. Sometimes you just gotta enter the trade because you say, okay, this is the trade. Here's my invalidation. I know I'm wrong here. Let me enter the fucking trade. Because you're not gonna sit on. How many people is willing to sit on behind a computer, right, for like fucking 17 hours a day to look for one 3R trade? Or you find a trade, and you're trying to find the perfect entry. Even I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I do, but even I don't do that. So if that's the advice that people are giving, fine, no problem. But in my opinion, guys, like, sometimes you find a 3R trade, sometimes you find a 5R trade. I did the 7R trade on the I think 2 weeks ago before COVID. The week I got COVID, actually, the Monday. Yeah, the week I got COVID was I got a 7R trade, and that's me compounding as well. It was actually I think it was a 4R trade, which was a 3R or 4 or something like that. And then I compounded and made a 7R. I was quite happy with that, but it doesn't come all the time. We need to Pirate on camera too. You guys really want Pirate to be on the show with me? Is that what it is? I'm going live tomorrow normal time. Tomorrow's Saturday. I think FMG wants to jump on the stream. I need to chat to him as well, but it will be in the evening. I'm looking to do in the evening. I'm not too sure what time, but I will give you guys a heads up. So can you teach compounding someday? Yeah, Tiro, I will teach compounding in the club, 100%. But first things first, like I said, we've got work to do in it, which is understand how to play the trade, play the game, play how it is, right? And then from there, you can learn how to compound. There's no point understanding how to compound if you don't know how to take a proper trade, right? So we'll need to spend a bit of time of learning how to trade first, and then once we learn how to trade and people are a lot more comfortable, then we can start stepping into the compound. I'll do a video on that as well. No big deal. But the compounding game is that you can only compound, right, when you got a new invalidation. When you got a new invalidation, and you know and that's the thing, is you need to understand stop losses and invalidation. That's how to compound. Once you understand what invalidation and stop losses are, and you can see it, then you can start stepping in. For example, right, I'm looking at the ES version, right? Look at this. Let me just bring this up. There we go. So let's just say that I entered over here, right? I ended over here. I kept a very, very wide stop loss, right? Because I wasn't too comfortable, right? Which just happens. All of us do tends to keep a wide. Most of us try to keep a tight stop loss over here. Trying to go for this 5R trade. No. Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. I know my invalidation is here, and that's where my validation is. Now, this is where it gets interesting. You see over here, this is the 25% of the range. See this dotted line over here? That's 25% of the range. We get back above it, take out these highs, and we step back into it, and we hold it, and we go for higher prices. This now shows me I can compound. I can compound over here with a new invalidation. Where's my invalidation now? I'm wrong over here. Why? Because if we step back into this area here, most likely we're going to step back into this, right? Or I can keep a wider stop loss here, which means now, I'm just briefly talking, right? I will talk about this more in detail in the future, which means now, if I were to enter a trade, let's have a look. Control A. Let's say this is a 1.39R trade, right? If I enter another trade around here, for example, and my stop loss is over here, and my target is there, that's another 1.2R to add on. So now it becomes a 2.6R trade. That has now become a 2.6R trade, because which means I brought my stop loss over here. Now you see how that's tricky here. You see this one now shows me. Sorry, they're cutting wood outside. They're doing my door frame and stuff like that. You see that my previous one went from 1.4 to 5.29. It's very deceiving. You know why? Because I did not enter here with a stop loss there. I entered here. I entered originally the same place, but my stop loss was here. So I was risking $100 here. So whatever I had to reduce my risk by, so let's just say my risk is now reduced to this area is now $20. I can add that $20 to me. It's $120, and it will now become a $100 risk. So if I get stopped out over here at this low, I've only lost $100. Does that make sense? Yeah, dollar's actually breaking down. Motherfucker. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. Bearish market structure now. Furthermore, bearish market structure. You know why? Look at this. High, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Let's go down. Now, all we need to do is find resistance off this range low here. What is this range low? Well, it's from this. It was the distribution that happened many, many years ago when some of us may have, well, most of us here was already born actually, because we're all in our 30s pretty much, and and whatnot. But you see this this consolidation over here. This was the price of distribution. I talked about distribution yesterday, and I'll do it quickly. You got a high, a stop run, come back down. The second high over here doesn't take out this high, and it goes back below the range low, range high, and breaks down. So this was a range bound environment. Okay, 108.73 is the low. Okay, now if I go to current time frame, right where we are right now, right, where are we? We're finding resistance off here. The weekly is about to close in 9 hours below here, and that's really good. And what's that happen is this is just a double top. Eventually, I think we're going to take out these because liquidity is going to be resting here now, right? We're going to go a lot more lower. I like to see us come to this area here. I like us to see about 100 and 100.3. That's what I would like to see. From there, I don't give a shit if we go up or we range bound. I don't care, but I want to see that happen. So we'll just play level to level, right? So if that's going to break down, that's all good. ES should be doing its thing. BTC, what's going on with BTC? On the 15 minutes. And look where we've come to, right? Yes, we've taken out stops over here, liquidity over here. And I think what happens now is this. So we take out, this is the previous consolidation. Now let me just highlight this properly. See that? Not too keen about it yet, right? This is the weekly range high. I want to see this break above 21.9 and hold above it, and then we can go a lot more higher. But we'll see what happens. I'm being very patient. It's going to get a bit more volatile in the next hour or so, okay? So I'm being a little bit more safer as well, okay? Let's have a look. Appreciate the thingy, the love crypto bakery, man. Thank you so much for that. So hopefully that compounding little situation helped out a little bit. Let me try and find. There's a tweet I did when I made that 7-hour trade. Let me find it. Oops, that's not it. No, that's not it. Let me open up this. Let me go here. The profile. Give me a second. Let me find it for you. Oh, let me type in 7. Where was it? Ah, here we go. This is August 9th, right? Ethereum. This is 13R. 13 motherfucking R. Alright? So, I can't remember what it was. I think this was the Mondays, the 8th of August. Look. Yeah. So, let's just discuss this about compounding here. Alright? This is a little opportunity for you guys to actually learn off this. But we'll talk about this more in the future, okay? So, this is Monday's low, right? Oops. So, this is Monday's low. Let me change the color. Yeah. This is Monday's low. And this is Monday's high, and this is the mid-range, okay? So, on the Monday, and this is when I played on the Monday, actually. I literally played this on the Monday evening, right? So, we made the high of itself, right? I entered over here, right? Because I was adamant, I was certain that the stop loss would be here. And then I let it do its thing. And then what happened was, I was watching how price was doing its thing. This is an area of consolidation, you see? And look where my entry was, just below the consolidation there. So, I entered here originally first, right? And I risked 1R. This is 1R trade, right? Stop loss there. I was looking to go all the way down to, well, Monday's low. I was trying to go to here. I can't remember what it was, but Monday's low, right? Literally playing it range bound within Monday. So coming to the evening, we came back, retested this block, and I'm still certain that this was still bearish, right? So what I've done now, right? And this is me playing it tight. This is me playing it very, very tight. To be honest, right, the stop loss, I would like your invalidation. My invalidation should have been over here, but I know like I kept my stop loss above there, right? So then what I've done is I've reduced my risk to here, right? And I think it was like half. So like let's say if I risk in $100, right, is $50, right? Now I reduce the risk to $50. I'm gonna add on $150 as my stop loss here to make all this as to make all this stop loss here as $100. And let it play its thing. Off we go. 13R. $100 times by 13 is $1,300. If I have $1,000, it's 13 grand. And you know the story there. Okay. And that's what it was. That's me compounding. And you know, and look, once we shot down here below mid range, I was trying to look for another opportunity to compound, but this thin movement here was so mad, it just dropped. And then I was like, you know what? I'm happy that I got 13R. Happy days. And I did say, it was in the stream. I even talked about it in the stream. I can even see on the whatchamacallit on the Twitter. You can see. Close this. Literally, it does say here. Short trade as per yesterday's stream. Monday's low tagged 13R tagged. Not a bad start to the week with 2 days in. So I did talk about it. Oh, here it is. ETH short as discussed with stream. Price spiked up to my original long two back to where you want to play. And that's the plan, and here it is. The whole thing was just there. You can literally see the whole thing was there. And then that's the Ethereum plan itself on the 3 minutes, right? And then you can see my entry price was 17.97. 17.97, and if I were to do this was the original play here, 17.97. So clearly I wasn't lying. All right, does that make sense there? Yeah, bring it on. All right then. I was like, the thing is like, I'm looking to go to that Binance conference in Paris, right? I gotta pay for the tickets. The tickets are about €700, something like that. So I was asking her if she wants to come. Not if she wants to come. If she's going. If I do see her there, then yeah, let's do a freaking stream. I'll be down for that. ACP, here we go. Yeah, risk management is the key, 100%. We will do live trades. Yeah, bro. We'll do loads of live trades. We'll do scalp trades and stuff like that. It's all fun. It's all a lot of fun. Makes sense, yeah? I tried it myself, and yeah, you got to stay at the screen for hours and then lose the entry. That's true. So then it's safe to say you're looking for 1 or 2R, and if it turns into a 5 or a 5R, then that's what happens. Yeah, something like. So the thing is, like, if I play from range high to mid range, right? If I'm playing a short, right, that itself, right, is already giving me an opportunity to play quite a decent amount of risk there, right? Like a good 3R, 4R, 2R trade. Then if it does evolve, evolves. Now the thing is, just remember when you're starting up into trading itself, right? Don't listen to a lot of the nonsense that goes on. Twitter, right, can be your best friend and it can be your worst nightmare. It really can be your worst nightmare. In what way? You got too many people talking about longs and shorts and bulls and bears, and everyone's fighting with each other. I don't fucking know why they're doing that, right? They got too much time in their hand, right? But it is what it is, right? But we as human beings need to. It's like, you know, when you put up with like you know when you're, let's say for example, like I'm my from when I was a young kid, my mom used to shout at me and said, "I'll go clean your room," right? And then what would I do? I said, yeah, I'll do it. Then I'd go into my room and I just go chill out. And she comes into the room like an hour, 2 hours later, and they start blasting me. It's like, you bastard, you this and that. Well, she wouldn't swear at me like that, but she would blast me in it, put me on full blast, right? And what I actually did as a kid is I actually just blocked the noise, right? When she told me go clean your room, I just blocked the noise. And the same thing is with Twitter. A lot of it's just a lot of noise. You just gotta block the noise because too many people are acting like experts. And look, I don't claim to be an expert. I don't claim to be freaking an amazing trader. You guys are the one who actually would. You guys can be the judge of it, not me. I don't have to. I don't have to do. I don't have to. Big myself up. I'm not gonna do that. Fuck that. You guys can actually say for yourself, like, oh yeah, Dank is good or Dank is shit, right? Everyone's entitled to their opinion. Now, all you gotta do is that if you can actually start getting good trades and get 1R trades, 1R trades, 1R trades, these 1R trades, right, they add up. Because once you got confirmation, right, when you get confirmation, you're not going to get a 3-4R trade. When you get confirmation, you're going to get like probably a 1.5, 2R trade. But the confirmation means that the probability is on your side. You've got more chances on your side to go in the right direction because it's come to a confirmation area, right? Now, if you're going to play a bit aggressively, yes, you can make the 3R trade, the 4R trade. But are you good enough to actually play that game? And are you good enough to cut the trade when it needs to be cut? That's what you got to ask yourself, right? So don't worry too much about all these people saying 3Rs and if you lose 2R. That's just clout. That's a lot of clout. That's a lot of fake alpha. In my opinion, it's fake alpha. Reason why is that it's not easy. You guys aren't going to get 3R trades, right? Most of us aren't going to find 3R trades. I don't find 3R trades all the time. Sometimes I jump in, I get 1.5, 1.7, 2R trade. I'm quite happy with that. It's still profit for me. You know what I'm saying? So just take it easy. Don't rush. Like literally, we're all here to learn. We're all here to actually make it together. And if you are gonna rush and then and take into consideration like I need to find a 3R trade, well, you might be sitting on your hands too much, right? Or you might be entering trades looking for making a 3R trade, but in actual fact you haven't understood the concept of stop losses and invalidations, and you get stopped out. It's not very pleasant, isn't it? So it's best to be safe. That's my opinion. I mean, everyone's is entitled to their opinion, and if you think differently, by all means, that's all right. But don't take my word for it. Like I'm a nobody. I'm just a geezer just chatting shit. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Nick? Good to see you here as well, man. The spaceman indicator would show Monday and weekly range. Might come handy. Thank you for that. I'm gonna work my ass off. Dan, you're gonna be well, man. Everyone's gonna be alright. It's gonna take a little while. Just remember, it's not a process that you'll be able to conquer in like a month or 2 months. It does take a little while. And my duty is like my job really is towards you guys is to give you the support that you guys need and push you in the right direction and look at where you're going wrong and trying to correct what things are that you're making little errors on and how we can actually make this more consistent, because it's all about being a consistent trader, right? Oh, my camera's playing up. Anyway. See what's going on with BTC. See, yep, nothing special. Nothing special at all. How many of you guys would have gone long? If you had gone stop, if you were on a shore and you place a stop here, you would have been stopped out. You place a stop here, you would have been safe just about, but let's just be safe, you know what I'm saying? There's no need to rush, okay? Rain Country Club. I'm looking hopefully by the end of the month, right? By the end of the month, inshallah, we should be. Sorry, beginning of September, we should be good. So hang in there. We're gonna be alright. Final country. Oh, that is pretty cool. That is. That is a really cool thing. Thank you for that, brother. How many YouTubers did you follow when you first started in socials as well? I feel overstimulated. Okay, so when I joined YouTube, right? Sorry, Twitter. I didn't actually go on the YouTube thing. YouTube came way after. So let me talk about some of these guys here, because I think this episode is quite actually a good one though, because it's talking about my own experiences and how, like, you guys can relate to this quite easily. Give me a second, guys. I need to take a piss. As always, I'm drinking too much water lately, right? And I'm just pissing the shit out of it like a fucking fountain. 1 second, guys. I'll put the camera on, and then I'm just gonna take a quick piss. Mad. USB. There we go. Video capture. Alright, give me 2 minutes. Alright, let me go for a quick piss, alright? I'll be back in a second. Let me write this down. And then I'll answer all your questions as well. Any more questions as well? Do write them down underneath as well, and I'll be happy to answer them for you. Okay, give me 1 moment. Right, I'm back. Right, so yeah, there was a question asked. Let's see. It's a bit up. 1 second. There's a question that was asked. I'm trying to find it. Yeah, so Go Meta asked a question, right? Go Meta asked a very valid question, saying like, how many YouTubers and Twitter followers did I actually follow back in the days? Like when I first started on social as well. But I just like you guys, right, like everybody else who started off, right? I used to follow all the big accounts. I used to think that they know their shit and whatnot. That's what I thought. Turns out, 99% of them don't know their shit. That's the honest truth, right? So you can see in the bear market, and then in the bear market, it all comes out. The ones who are posting consistent, solid content are the real ones. They know what they're talking about. The ones who are talking about food and shit like that, you be the judge of that, not me. You know, like if you or when they were in the bull market, everyone they were talking every day, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, and all this and that, like welcome billionaires. You go, let's go to a billionaire, let's become a billionaire. They're all talking that kind of nonsense. But then the bear market hit. What happened? Where are they? You tell me. Where are they? What are they saying? Are they talking about up, 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 or are they talking shit? Or are they going on holiday? You know. So these are the ones that you need to, you can differentiate them really well, and that's the beauty about bear market. I'm able myself to say, okay, this person is a shit, this person is full of shit, and I'm not here to say who is and who isn't. That's entirely up to you and who what you think, because you might respect, for example, person X, and I might say that person X is a bit of a knobhead. It's different, right? So you can do. Look, don't get me wrong. I was saying good morning a lot, but here I am in the bear market on a daily basis, putting the work into it day in and day out. So, like, I used to follow a lot of people, and the truth is, right, everyone in the bull market can be a trader. Everyone's a trader in the bull market. It's easy. Hit long and off you go. Buy a spot, that's fine. But to adjust the market and to be able to actually say what it is, what it really is, that's the thing is you gotta understand. Can they do that? Most people can't. That's the truth. Most people just can't do it. And bear market is only the way that you'll find who the real G's. In terms of YouTube, I never really followed anyone on YouTube. Never was into that. There was a guy called I'm not atting him. There's a guy called look, if anyone of you guys know this guy, I'm not atting him or anything like that or arguing. I'm just telling you my experience. If he has a problem, that's fine. He can have a problem with my own personal experience. In the bull market, his name's Superman. He's half Mauritian as well, which is funny. He's like half of my blood, So he was a very active person on a daily basis, and he used to sing and whatnot, and had beautiful energy. I loved his energy. I thought he had an amazing energy, but I never really followed him. I knew a couple of people who did, would listen to him every day, and he single handedly pumped a coin called BQX, BQZ or something like that, something like that along the lines, BLX, it's something. He single handedly pumped it up, and he kept saying buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip during the bear market, buy the dip. That's a big one. Buy the dip. Diamond hands. These are the ones that that you're talking shit, mate. Because you can't say to me diamond hands. No one wants to lose money. Do you guys, right? How many people here right now? Right, there's about 39 people in the show right now. Right? Yeah, there's 38 people here, right? Do you really want to actually diamond hold a coin like ADA, for example, which you bought at $1 and it's now at 47 cents? You don't want to freaking hold that. If you put in 10 grand in there or 5 grand, that's half of your investment there. You know what I'm saying? So, Jackson Hole starts in 10 minutes. Cool. Yeah. A last minute crypto banter. There you go. Look, don't get me wrong. You can follow me and follow my trades, for example, and still make money and lose money. I'm not saying that. I'm not acting anyone, right? But if you're consistently losing money by that one particular person, you gotta start asking yourself, is it worth it? Am I doing the right thing? Does he really know his shit, or is he getting paid for his shit? It's a difference there. Don't get me wrong, I've got paid for some promo. I'm gonna be very honest with you. I have been paid for some promotion as well, but I look at the promotion itself. I look at what's going on. Do I really see that project doing well, right? And I invest into it as well, X, Y, and Z, and these kind of things. I have invested in private sales, right? I've invested in a number of private sales. Some of them have done really, really well. Some of them has been really shit. I tell you something, for example, back in December, I put 50 grand, $50,000 on private sale. Gone to shit, fam. Gone to shit. $50,000 gone. It is what it is. You what can you do? That's the game. I risked $50,000 because I could afford to risk the $50,000, and $50,000 will do a lot of good for me right now. I ain't gonna lie to you. It will do a lot of good for everyone. I mean, I thought to myself, like, damn, I could have literally given that to charity, But it is what it is. So there's if I'm wrong on something, I'm happy to say I'm wrong on something. Some people just don't want to say if they're wrong. And look, everyone is very different. You know what I'm saying? So during the bear market, you will see who the real guys are. You see someone like Muro talking and charting, you know he's legit. You see someone like SC Chai, he's legit. Someone said like, you know, they got scared on their shorts as well. You shouldn't let another influencer or let someone else influence you. You know, that's the thing is. I took a long yesterday at 21.4k. I was wrong. I got stopped out. I had my stop loss, and look where it is right now. It's at 21.7k. If I had put my stop loss at Monday's low, I would have been in profit. But it is what it is. Sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some. And I talked about it on the stream in the very beginning, what the idea was and why I was wrong, and then what it could mean, what we're looking for as well. So it is what it is. But I'm not gonna shy away from when someone actually, you know, when if I got it wrong, I'll be honest. I've always been honest for the last 2 years since I've been on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? So lost a lot from Twitter banter. Are you gonna are you going to keep your streaming during the speech? What time is it? It's 3 o'clock. I'm gonna have to head off in a bit as well. The one screams bullish every single leg up. Yeah, look at Mooncall. You know, Martini guy. These guys are all just like they clearly made money off like a lot of private sales and stuff like that, and they clearly made money off and I think there's been a big massive like misconception or hate on private sales. But listen, if you yourself worked hard as an influencer and you got into a private sale, for example, and you put in like, I don't know, like $5,000, and $5,000 became 50 grand or 100 grand, would you hate on it? No, you wouldn't. You worked hard and you pushed it. You pushing the market up and you raising awareness. It's all marketing, right? So there's that element there. But in private sales, it does really well at the beginning of the bull run and at the middle of the bull run. Towards the end of the bull run, that's what happened to me. I put 50k at the end of the bull run in December. Lost it all. It's all gone to shit. I haven't even bothered looking at it. That's how bad it is. I'm like, oh fuck it, move on. And to me, that's zero. That's a value of money that's gone to zero. So it is what it is. But that's what, you know, like like there's other ways. Like look, Dot was a private sale. Freaking Solana was a private sale. Luna was a private sale. I don't know what else is a private sale. Like I think Alice was a private sale. I know some people actually got into Alice as well. Like, but they did really well in the bull market, right? And obviously it's retraced. But that's what it is. You're taking profits. So you can't just actually like look when it comes to like following people. It's best to like try and pick out the ones you know that are legitimately good. I'm not here to say who's good, who's not, but everyone has their own ideas. Like Goonie saying like myself, SE, XO, NJ, Crone, Chart Champions, Jason, and Michael Gazino. Hopefully that's on the good list, not on the bad list. Hopefully that's on the good list there. But I'm thinking it's a good list because I see SE and XO, so that's a good list in my opinion. but yeah, you know, like you just pick and choose. You know, we all follow everyone else, and you think to yourself that like having high followers, they know this stuff. Nah, fam. Look at some of these chicks, man. I remember this one girl called Moon Girl. Now Moon Girl, right? She had a big ass, massive forehead on her and stuff like that, right? But she was chatting to me. I was chatting to her. There was nothing going on between us, right? Like I wasn't flirting with her or nothing like that. She was a pretty girl, but in my head, I'm like, she definitely screamed for attention, right? Which you know, what is what is. You do your own thing. I'm happy for you, whatever, right? Now Moon Girl, she wasn't too happy when I called her out on something. What happened was she got into a private sale, like a promotion, marketing sale, right? Where they given her 1% of the supply, of the total supply, 1% of the supply. So when he on launch, right, she rugged the market. She sold that 1%, which was worth 100k. Then she claimed depression and anxiety. A very cheap way of running running away from a situation, which is fine, whatever. But if you're, and she had like 20,000 followers at the time. Just because you're a girl, does it, or a guy? I'm not being sexist here, but like just because like you're a pretty girl doesn't mean that you know your stuff. I know some girls are really good at their stuff. Look at Honey XBT. She's a good trader in my opinion as well. But she rugged the market. So you just gotta be careful. I think there was too many people falling into this trap of and still it will happen in the next market. That's the truth. It will happen in the next market that people will follow. Say, oh yeah, Danky has got like 44,000 followers. He must know what he's talking about. Mooncar has like over 1 million followers. He must know what he's talking about. but do I really know what I'm talking about? Does Mooncar really know? You know, so just be aware, and during the bear market, tidy up your Twitter. That's what it is. That's my and your socials on YouTube as well. That's my opinion. Superman was the worst scammer. Unfollowed him. Yeah, I unfollowed him. He blocked me as well because I called him out. Yeah, it was same with Moon Girl. I called her out on that 1%, and she blocked me. What it is what it is. Jackson Hole slots in 10 minutes. I lost money during crypto banter. Even Jordan saying lost money on crypto banter. He was like buy the dip. Everyone's saying, look, the ones who say, look what's happening to the market right now. Look what's happening. Right? Which is why I didn't really want to take a trade just yet. Volatility is going to step in now. One second. Look what's happening. Right? Volatility is going to start kicking in, so I'm going to be very, very cautious. Which is why we've been chilling. We've been chilling, we're chatting and talking. Nothing to worry about. Let it do its thing. Like I said, break this high, reclaim, and let's go higher. Till then, I'm not looking for longs. So I was looking for longs aggressively around here, about here itself. Stop loss here, like I said early on, got stopped out, and it's a wick. It literally wicked me out. Stop running, off it goes. So we'll see what happens. We'll see how it happens. Look at the volatility right now. Dollar's pushing up as well right now. I can see it. Let me show you dollar. There we go. See what I mean? And what did I say to you guys? Look out for this area of consolidation. Look out for this area of consolidation. I think we can come back up there. Do we reclaim and hold above it? Or do we start breaking down and confirmation would be like this? This is, yeah, we're on the safe side to go a lot more lower. Once we do this. If we do this, up. If we do this, down. Okay? And that's the thing is, look, for example, like I'm on the stream right now. I'm just chatting to you guys, and like I don't really care how many people is here. I don't really want to know, but I'm just talking of what I see as right, right? Was there saying? He was like, "Rather did." No, but look, I know people say that don't blame anyone, blame yourself, this and that. But then you have to remember, like, let's cut Uzair a bit of slack here, right? And many of us, let's cut everyone a bit of slack. What I mean is that when you got crypto and it's such a volatile and the news is bullish and people are bullish and everything is bullish and you got energy like crypto banter is so bullish as well, you're gonna jump on the vibe. You know, like you can't really there's an element to blame yourself, of course, but there's also an element to blame the influencer. You can't just say get the, like, if I was shilling shit ass coins non-stop, right, continuously, and never talked about like, oh, I was wrong on this, right, you would blame me, wouldn't you? You'd be like, dang, you're a motherfucker, aren't you? And that's the truth, right? So everyone's different. Most of us, when we step in, we're newbies, we're novices, we're beginners in it. We don't know what's going on, which we were hoping to find someone to actually give us the guidance that we're looking for. Sometimes it takes it takes years to find that guidance. Sometimes it will take a little while. So, yeah, I get what you're saying. Fan of Satoshi, fan of CC, but like sometimes it's a bit harsh of what some of these influencers do. That's my opinion, right? So that's BTC dominance. Look at BTC. What's going on? Yeah. So we've got volatility coming on. I'm not stepping in. I have no interest in stepping in. See the boom, pushes up. It's a bit scary right now if you ask me. The crypto banter team wrecked me. See, a lot of people got wrecked by crypto banter. Banter is too bullish. I think that they mean well, and I like some of their Friday banters, but I wouldn't listen to them. Yeah. Completely just too naive. Yeah, that's the thing is, I'm not blaming them. I'm just saying we live and learn. Finding dank SEXO and NJ changed the game for me. Appreciate that, brother. I'd Main too. Yeah, Main's a good guy as well. Yeah, but the thing is, like, most of us, honestly, it was there. Most of us have all held through it, man. Trust me, like, we've all held through, like, through all this, like, the bearishness as well. I did. 2018, I held through a lot of stuff. I made a lot of losses there, so I know how it feels, man. Trust me. Yeah, big channels are there for sponsorship and affiliate profits. It is what it is, isn't it? Cal dope because he's bearish. They got that's why they got Cal dope because he's bearish to counterbalance the rest. How do you get into private sale? Now, private sale, you gotta know someone who knows someone. We can talk about that in the CC, in the country club. Don't worry about that. I got you guys. AVAX was a private sale. Yeah, a lot of them was a private sale. 12K Celsius Diamond Handy got me. That's nasty. So, Car, any advice from me? I've grown to almost 5K followers on Twitter. Congratulations, Car. Do you know what it is? Keep grinding. Keep grinding. It never stops. I'm at 44,000. I'm not stopping. Right? And like, I've met some people who's like who doesn't like what's the word? Who not doesn't like, who won't really give advice. My advice is just keep grinding, keep finding ways to innovate. Innovation is the way to move forward, honestly. End of the day, it is what it is. You've got to grind to make it work. So, for example, like back in 2020, I had 50 followers and I grinded for a full year, and I made what? I got to 30,000 followers. No, 20, yeah, just under 30,000 followers in a year's time. And obviously it's bull market, so it's easy to make it, but just don't stop. Like real recognizes real, especially in the bear market. Yeah, Spectre. Even Spectre was had a lot of shit on them as well. I don't know about Tokyo Citizen Capital. I never heard of them, but I heard Spectre had a lot of bullshit that was going on for their side as well. So I follow. Yeah, I'm just seeing what everyone's saying here. Love how Exo's kind of trading call. If it's dropping, yeah, the market's gonna be a bit of a fucked up one. I think FMG is coming on Saturday. I don't know. We'll see about FMG. I gotta speak to the guy as well. I know he reached out to me as well, so I think he wants to jump on. We had a good time. I had a really good time with FMG. Thank you, God Meta. Appreciate that, man. All right, guys, I'm gonna actually head off though. It's 3 o'clock now. All right, and the plans are there. I'm telling you guys to be safe. If you're gonna enter a trade, half risk right now. Don't over risk it. We got that Fed meeting happening right now as we speak. We literally just gotta take it easy, one step at a time. Come through tomorrow. I'm gonna jump on the stream. I'm not too sure what time. I'm gonna try and get FMG. FMG is a really good person to get onto. I really like that guy. That kid's such a cool geezer. I'll tell you something about FMG. I actually met him when I first found him when I had 300 followers. It went when he had 300 followers, and I saw his content. Right, he was a scalper, and I was like, yo, this guy's sick. Because I'll be honest with you, most people who say they can scalp can't scalp, right? And there's a small number of people who can scalp. When I saw him scalp, I'm like, this guy really knows his shit. And I've always literally I've had a lot of love for him as well. So me and him had built a really good brotherly relationship as well. And he really is like a little brother to me, man. Like for example, when he doxed himself, he used to message me one day. He's like, I'm thinking about doxing myself. What do you think? Should I do it? Should I not do it? And I said to him, and I said, this is my advice to Carl as well. This is good for you as well, and to everyone else who actually wants to grind and keep pushing. You want to dox yourself, do it. Don't be afraid to do it. Right? Just know what you're doing. If you're scamming people, you don't want to be doxing yourself because people are gonna be fucking you up. But you shouldn't be scamming anyone, right? But know what you're doing. And if you like, for example, like YouTube as well. I was telling him, so bro, push your YouTube out, man. I'll help you push your YouTube out. Then Vegeta was asking about a YouTube, and I said, do it, man. Fucking do your YouTube, man. And that's the beautiful thing about well, not everyone's gonna give you advice like that, right? Because most people is like, nah, you shouldn't do YouTube, this and that. Look, who gives a flying fuck, man? If you want to do YouTube, you do YouTube. If you want to do Twitter, you do your Twitter, right? Push it. Keep doing your thing in it. People will support you, right? Don't listen to the masses. A lot of people got hate. A lot of people don't want you to succeed. That's the truth, right? So, my advice is to Carl, to everyone else, to anyone else, if you feel like you want to do YouTube and you want to put yourself out there, fucking do it. Do it. There's enough. I talked about this yesterday or the day before. There's enough piece of the pie for everyone to eat. All right. So just do your thing. As long as you're happy and you're comfortable, by all means do it. All right. So I'm gonna head off now. battery's dead, I think that's the sign for me to head off now. It's been a really good stream with you guys as well. Really appreciate you guys for coming on. Thank you so much for jumping on the stream, and I hope to see you tomorrow. All right, look after yourself, and I'll speak to you soon there. All right, take care, champs.